everybody, come on in, man. We are back here at the spot. I don't have to say what spot because you guys already know, man. We are here at SeLah's spot, the hottest spot in America, man. So y'all go ahead and come on in, invite your friends, hit the share button. We have a wonderful, wonderful show for you guys on tonight. A wonderful word as we go ahead and get ready to end out 2018, man. Just so blessed. Just to be able to say we've been able to live through another year, man. So just thank God for that. Of course, we're going to start off with the news, but come on in. Let me go ahead and get myself situated so I can give everybody their proper shout outs in the building on tonight. Let's see. Let me get on this thing. Here we go. All right. So come on in. I see we got a few people coming in. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing and inviting and doing what I do. All right, man. So, of course, y'all already know what it is, man. I am Kalen Levy, the host of SeLah's Spot, the hottest spot in America. Shout out to Renitra Jones, Catherine Winchester Levy, Marguerite Breedy Haynes in the building. Thank you guys so much for joining us on tonight. I hope that God is blessing you real good. For those of you who don't know, we do stream every Thursday at 8 o'clock right here on Ms. JaVon Ophelia's Butler's page. Streaming right here from Choice, the event place in LaPlace, Louisiana. Of course, we want to give a shout out to Prophet Bishop Antoine Jasmine. Hey, Mama, how you doing? Go ahead and share this video, Mama. Invite all your friends so they can hop on the spot, man. Go ahead and share, invite, show some love so we can see everybody and show everybody some love in the building on tonight. So, of course, you guys know we got to start off with the news. Ms. Renitra, can you make sure we're straight?
Yes.
Does it say live and recording, or does it just say recording? We good?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome. Just want to make sure we straight for you guys. Gail Piku, thank you so much for joining us. So, man, y'all, listen, we have a wonderful, wonderful show for you guys on tonight. Of course, this is the spot where you get all the tea. We keep you guys updated with everything that's going on with SeLah Productions Incorporated. But of course, you guys know we are ministry first. We're all about saving souls and helping to bring people closer to God and closer to the kingdom. Eddie Franklin, thank you so much for joining us. Listen, I hope that God is blessing you real good. You guys stay tuned. Make sure you hit the share button. And go ahead and share with your friends. Go ahead and share with your friends so they can see and so they can come get this wonderful word that we have for you guys on tonight. So we're going to start off, of course, all glory to God, just for this platform, just for the opportunity to come out and share with you guys for the expansion, for the elevation that he gives us on a daily basis. So we just thank God for that. We thank God for over a year now of SeLah's Spot. And then, of course, we thank God for our visionary, Ms. JaVon Ophelia Butler, the founder of SeLah's Spot, founder of SeLah Productions Incorporated, director and playwright. Just thank God for the woman of God, for her vision, for including us in her vision and giving us the opportunity to grow in her vision and grow in ministry under her vision. So shout out to Ms. JaVon Ophelia Butler. She's not with us on tonight, but of course you guys know she's always out handling business for the kingdom. So shout out to Ms. JaVon. Also, we want to give a shout out to Prophet Antoine Jasmine once again, always letting us use his building to stream live here at Choice, the event place. Once again, that's 516 East Airline Highway, LaPlace, Louisiana. Y'all know we always streaming live right to you at SeLah's Spot every Thursday, 8 p.m., man. So you guys make sure if this is your first time tuning in, it's okay. Just make sure you continue to come in and share with us as we minister to you guys and give you guys all the news that we have with SeLah Productions Incorporated. Of course, got to thank the staff. We have Miss Renitra, set coordinator, actress. She's holding down the camera for me right now. Miss Andrea Hollins, COO, Chief Operating Officer. She does so much. And just all of our SeLah family out there, man. We love you guys so much. We thank you for your continued support and all of the love that you give us on a daily basis so that this vision can continue to be elevated. Marie Washington is in the building. My nanny is in the building. Linda Hilaire, thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope that God is blessing you real good. So, we got some people in. Let's go ahead and get these announcements. Of course, gives you guys the news. So first up in the lineup, Tina Obert. Thank you so much for joining us once again here at the spot. That's my church family. Thank you so much, Tina. So let's go ahead and knock out these announcements first. First up, we got Ophelia coming up, man. Ophelia, a love story. You know, Miss JaVon's been talking about it for pretty much right after we finished the Butler did it. So Ophelia is coming really soon. We are still casting for Ophelia. And it's quite interesting because Miss JaVon talks about how Ophelia is a different side of her. So, you know, a lot of people who are close to her, we're interested to see what that consists of. You know, us, the cast and the staff, we're interested to see what that script consists of. So if you want to be a part of it, you know, don't waste another second. If you want to be casted, actors, actresses, go ahead. We are scheduling auditions currently. All you have to do is call 225-623-9449. Send your resume, your bio, your headshot to spi@SeLahProductionsInc.com for consideration to be casted for Ophelia. You know, we talk all the time about how so many of us are scared to take that leap. This is an opportunity for you to come and be groomed, and to come and take that leap to see if this is something that you really want to do. You know, I will say that SeLah is fertile ground to sow into, sow your time into. You know what I mean? And in a place where you can be cultivated and grown in the arts and also in ministry. So make sure you guys check that out on Miss JaVon's page. Go ahead and share the flyer. Once again, it's Ophelia, a love story. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful production. Everything that Miss JaVon writes, you know, it reaches a certain audience. You know what I mean? So this audience that she's going to reach this time, I'm very interested, like I said, to see everything that this play entails. You know, when it comes to Ophelia, a love story. So go ahead, schedule your audition. Once again, just go ahead and call 225-623-9449 to schedule your audition for Ophelia. We're looking for male and female drama roles. So don't waste another second. Go ahead and take that leap. Miss Renitra sitting behind the camera right now. A couple of months ago was her first time acting, and now she loves it. She grew into a terrific actress over those couple of months where she did, you know, get a role. And Miss JaVon has such great vision to where she can see your strengths and your weaknesses and give you a role that, you know, you can succeed in. So go ahead, once again, 225-623-9449. Go ahead and schedule yourself an audition for Ophelia. If it's not for you, if you don't think it's for you, it's okay. Go ahead and share it with someone else, whether it's a niece, nephew, cousin, aunt, uncle, whatever, your son, your daughter. Go ahead and share it with somebody, and maybe an opportunity for them to go ahead and propel into that new season. So once again, that's Ophelia, a love story. If you're interested in auditioning, go ahead right now, dial 225-623-9449. Do it fast because we are filling roles really, really quickly, all right? So moving on, thank you, Tony Mitchell, for joining us. Listen, this is what I want us to do. You know, we talk about it every week. Facebook doesn't always let me see everyone who's on. So what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to comment your name and let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a proper SeLah's spot shout out. Go ahead and comment your name. Let me know where you're watching from. Even if you're a regular, even if you're here every week, I still want to know where you guys are watching from. So go ahead, share, go ahead and comment, and you know, let me know where you guys are watching from. I want to give you guys a proper shout out. So, moving on, of course, you guys know JaVon Ophelia's act. We've been doing a lot with JaVon Ophelia's act. You know, as far as training in the arts, singing, dancing, and acting. So, I'll just go ahead and give you this news. We actually just wrapped up with a few of the schools. We finished our first semester with a few schools, partnering up with the Big Buddy program. We had a few schools out in Baton Rouge, school out in Vacherie, Louisiana, where we were able to connect with kids and, you know, go out weekly and, you know, pretty much just share our gifts with them, share what God has given us and give it to the community. Glenn McKinnon, thank you so much for joining us. So SeLah and the umbrella that comes from SeLah, which is JaVon Ophelia's act, is basically, you know, training in the arts, singing, acting, and dancing right here in your community. You know, it's detailed, well thought out curriculum where we train in the acting, singing, and dancing. We train in the arts. And, you know, these kids in the community have gotten an opportunity to, you know, get that training over the past few months. And what SeLah's is going to be doing in the future, we've done it some in the past. We've had some workshops on some different Saturdays throughout the various months, over the fall and winter months. And going into 2019, we're going to be doing the same thing. So I want you guys to continue to pay attention. Check out Miss JaVon's page. You know, really, really thorough classes in acting, singing, and dancing. If you want to be skilled, you want to be highly trained, you know, in the arts, SeLah's Productions and JaVon Ophelia's Act is definitely the place for you to be. It's one of those things where, you know, a lot of people go out of town. A lot of people go out to the big markets, New York, LA. Well, SeLah's presenting you with that same opportunity right here in the river parishes, St. John Parish, St. James Parish, and the surrounding areas. So don't sleep on this opportunity. I want you to go on Miss JaVon's page, the page that we're streaming live from now, and check out the flyers. Call the number, that's 225-623-9449. And go ahead and, you know, talk with our representative, and we'll see how we can fit you in so you can go ahead and get trained in the arts, the acting, singing, and dancing. It's an opportunity for you guys to take that gift and bring it to that next level. You know, you've never truly reached your full potential. You always have room to grow. So even if you're someone who's taken acting classes before or singing or dancing classes before, this is an opportunity for you to become a part of something new. You know what I mean? We've talked about it all year, something new. So go ahead, man. JaVon Ophelia's Act, like I said, we've been showing a whole lot of love in the community with the schools, but ages 5 and up. So no matter how young you are, no matter how old you are, JaVon Ophelia's Act is a place where you can come and you can be trained to be a skilled professional in the acting, singing, and dancing. Joanne Jones, AJ Bosworth, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. We're getting these announcements out of the way, y'all. And then, of course, we're going into the Word. I hope that God is blessing you real good. I hope you guys stay tuned with us. So moving on, of course, got to shout out my director and playwright. She's been chosen to grace the cover of Breathe magazine, published out in the Bahamas, but will be distributed worldwide in 134 different countries. So we just give God all the honor and praise for that. You know, we thank God for the opportunity for that to even happen for our director. Everyone who's involved, we just thank you so much. Shout out to Ms. JaVon once again. Beautiful cover, by the way. And just being able, you know, I was sitting down looking at the title. Breathe magazine. It's like a breath of fresh air. And, you know, I'm just so proud of my director and playwright. The fact, oh, Miss Marion is in the building. How are you doing? Miss Marion Doyle is in the building. Thank you so much for joining us, Miss Marion. We missed you so much. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. I am so glad you are here on the spot with us on tonight. Shout out to Miss Marion Doyle in the building. So yes, you know, shout out to Miss JaVon. It's definitely a blessing for her to be able to grace the cover of Breathe magazine in 134 different countries. So once again, we give God all the honor and glory for that. And speaking of giving God all the honor and glory and you know, just being so grateful for the blessings, and speaking of worldwide, SeLah's Productions, guys, we're going to the nations. Colors is coming soon. Ghana, Africa. We are going to Ghana, Africa. SeLah's Productions will be gracing Ghana, Africa with the stage production Colors. So, you know, we've been talking about it the last few weeks. SeLah's worldwide. SeLah's international. You know, shout out to all of the Ghanaian nation. Shout out all of our Ghanaian brothers and sisters who we're going to be with in the coming months. Next year, 2019, we are going to Ghana. So, you know, we just thank you guys for all of the prayers, all of the support. And we just thank God for the opportunity. You know, we talked a lot about, over the last year, the staff, we talked a lot about, you know, nationwide, and had no idea that God was taking us worldwide so soon and expanding our territory so exponentially. So we just thank God for that. We thank God for the doors that have been opened for SeLah's Productions Incorporated. We thank God for the relationships that have allowed these things to happen. We do not take it for granted. And we will take this opportunity to, you know, not only bring the arts international, but bring the ministry that comes with it international as well. So we just thank God for that opportunity. Thank God for that platform, and we thank you for your continued support. If you want to donate, if you want to, go ahead and help SeLah's Productions, we have many different links that will be placed on the screen in a few. We do have the PayPal. We have Cash App if you would like to donate. If you want to donate straight from the website, you can go to www.selahproductionsincorp.org and just, donate whatever God puts on your heart. Of course, a portion of our ticket proceeds from all of our productions goes to charity, goes to whatever charity God places on Miss JaVon's heart at the time. So we've donated to multiple different charities over the years, from our ticket proceeds from our previous productions. So if you want to help SeLah out, if you want to sow into the ministry, go ahead and do that. Make sure you name your seed. If you're going to donate, please make sure you name your seed so we can pray for you. Like I say all the time, SeLah's Productions is good ground. We've had so many different testimonies of people sowing into SeLah's Productions Incorporated, and from that, they've seen their life change tremendously. So if you want to donate, please go ahead and do so. Pray about it. Whatever God places on your heart, you can donate through PayPal. You can donate through the Cash App, and you can also donate by going to www.selahproductionsincorp.org, hitting the donate tab. The Cash App is $SeLah Productions Inc. And so is the PayPal. So I believe we have that flyer up. We're going to get it up for you guys so you can check that out. And like I said, just donate whatever's on your heart. We thank you guys so much for your support. Just all of your support over the years, all of your prayers. We thank you guys for joining us, man. So, shoot, man, I'm going to get into this word. I don't want to take too much time on announcements. We're definitely going to get into this word. Miss JaVon, like I said, Miss JaVon is not with us on tonight. She's out handling some business, of course, doing what she does for the kingdom. So what I'm going to do at this time, Miss Renitra, if you can go ahead and, is the camera back on us? Cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and bring Miss Renitra up, and me and Miss Renitra are going to run it with you guys, man, like we always do. On tonight, going to quickly give you guys a recap of, we're coming to the end of the year. I've been talking a lot about being thankful for what we have, and not giving up on the year so quickly. Miss y'all, I couldn't keep up with your schedule. Glory to God. Merry Christmas and wonderful days in the new year. That's Miss Marion, Miss Renitra. Shout out to Miss Marion. Thank you so much. We're glad you're back, Miss Marion. Thank you so much. Once again, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. We hope that all is well. We love you so much. One of our day one SeLah spot supporters, so we appreciate you so much, Miss Marion. So if you guys remember about, maybe about 4 weeks ago, right before Thanksgiving, I challenged you guys. Thank you, man of God. Thank you. I challenged you guys to not, don't look forward to the new year, but to take these last few days and take advantage of it. It was about 46 days left. As of today is December 20th. Yes. As of today, we have 11 days left in the new year. Yeah. Take these 11 days and make the best out of it. I know we have our New Year's resolutions. I know we have our different things that we want to get together right at the start of the new year, but God can change your situation like that. God can change things like that. You have no idea what He may have in store for you before the new year comes. So I just challenge you guys, man, these last 11 days, make the best out of it. Of course, we talked about joy on last week, having joy, not letting the enemy steal our joy, and just, forgiving and being happy, being joyful in the Lord. Yes. So I just want to challenge you guys to keep that same mind frame, keep that same mindset. I'm trying to keep it myself. I was aggravated in traffic earlier, but I had to say, nope. Yeah. I'm not letting the enemy steal my joy. That's right. Absolutely. So, Miss Renitra, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
You doing pretty good?
I'm excited about these last 11 days.
These last 11 days is going to be amazing. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming my last 11 days of 2018 will be amazing, and all it's going to do is propel me into 2019 so I can hit the ground running.
That's right.
So I'm very excited.
I'm very expectant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of whatever positive comes my way.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mark Pierce in the building. Earl Williams, thank you guys so much for joining us. Listen, I hope that God is blessing you real good. You have your phone with you?
Yes,
We're
I
still
do.
good?
Yeah.
Just making sure. Cool, we're good, we're
It's a
good.
little delay. But
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, guys, once again, make sure you share. Make sure you put some hearts on the screen. Invite your friends. Put some, Miss Renisha, you know what I'm going to ask you to do.
Hello, everyone. May I please have some hearts? Let me know you're here.
Yes, indeed.
Let me know that you love us. You know, let
Absolutely.
me know that you support SeLah's Productions and SeLah's Spot.
Absolutely, man. Y'all put some hearts on the screen
Yes.
for Miss Renisha. Show us some love, man. So we're going to get into this word. On tonight, we're talking about Jeremiah 33:3. You know, and this is one of the scriptures that, you know, when I looked over it today, so many of our previous episodes popped up into my mind. It's like, man, we've been kind of, you know, pushing this at people,
Yes.
you know, for a long time,
Yes.
because we want people to get it.
Yes.
You know, so our topic for tonight, y'all, is God answers prayers. God answers prayers. I want somebody to put on the screen right now, God answers prayers. Put on the screen right now, God answers prayers. That's what I want to see.
Yes.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and
Yes.
share once again. I want somebody to put on the screen, God answers prayers. Let me know you guys are here, and let me know that you know God answers prayers. I'm going to start it off. Since we seem to be a little shy tonight. God answers prayers. Absolutely. So, when I thought about the topic tonight, Miss Renitra, Estella Wyndham Taylor, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I want somebody to put God answers prayers on the screen right now. God answers prayers. So when I thought about the topic on tonight, Miss Renisha, you know, I started thinking about some of the rough times that I had this year. You know, oh, we got Miss JaVon in the building. Thank you. So, shout out to Miss JaVon. She is on and live with us. Thank you, Miss JaVon.
Yeah.
I started to think about some of the hard times that I had this year. You know, and in a lot of those times, I prayed for peace. That was one of my main prayers this year. I just prayed for peace. And you know, there were many times where I was going through, maybe was going through a storm. I was going through a rough patch. I was going through a valley. But I just consistently prayed for peace.
Yes.
Knowing that at some point,
It's not.
that peace was going to come.
Yes.
So, what we want to talk to you guys about tonight is, of course, God answers prayers. But sometimes it may not come in the way we want it to come.
That's right.
And sometimes it may not come immediately. So we're going to be coming from Jeremiah 33:3 tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and read the scripture for you guys on tonight. It says, "Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and shew thee great and mighty things, which thou knowest not." So that goes back to what we talked about for a long time. We've been hitting at this for a long time, but it's time for people to finally get it. We have to continue to call on God because He has something in store for us that we don't know.
Yes.
Like Miss JaVon says all the time, your something new is something in which you never knew.
Right.
We don't even know the blessings that God has waiting for us on the other side. But we do have to know that regardless of that situation, regardless of those financial troubles, those family troubles, our sickness, maybe our health is in question, we have to know that God answers those prayers.
Yes.
And it may not come immediately.
Yes.
It may not come when you want Him,
But
but He will come on time.
Right on time.
Right on time. God's timing is always perfect. So we have to be consistent and persistent in the press. You know what I mean? And make sure that we always understand that, you know, God is in control at all times and there's nothing that He can't handle. You know what I mean? Ms. Renita, tell us about, you know, maybe not, of course, specific, but just a time where, you know, things may not have come right away, but you kept pressing and you kept praying and knowing that God would answer your prayers.
Well, I mean, there's numerous times, but what I can say is, even in my time of need and trouble, and when I was just so confused and it was just chaos around me,
Yeah.
you know, God would always find a way to give me just a glimpse of he just gives me a break.
Yeah,
from
that glimmer of hope.
Yes, it's somewhat of peace. It may be 1 minute.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to take your mind off of things.
Absolutely.
You know, what you're going through.
Yeah.
And cast your cares upon him.
Absolutely.
I mean, the word says this.
Absolutely.
Because he cares for you and me. So I just think that, you know, that's how I made it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to move your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You have to just stay positive. When it's all kind of negative things around you, you have to find that silver lining and say, hey.
You have to find that glimmer of hope.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
That's right. And
yes,
say,
indeed.
it's always something good out of this mess.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, it will be something good that you're going to learn, something that it'll be a revelation like, okay, I don't want to go through this again. You know, I don't want to take this route anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
I may want to, you know, delete these people out of my life, but what have you. So
Absolutely. I want to give a shout out. Raquel Salters is in the building. Thank you so much for joining us once again on SeLah's Spot. Nicole Bingham is in the building. Ruperto Ortiz. Thank y'all so much. Absolutely. God answers prayers. I got a delay. It's hating on me. But thank y'all. I'm glad that y'all putting it on there for me. God answers prayers. Absolutely. So, you know, and you know, Miss Renitra, as I was thinking about it, I started listing reasons why we should continue to pray, you know, through the darkness. Yeah. Continue to push. A lot of times there's things that's in our way. We got to push those things. Sometimes, you know, I always come with my analogies. If I come to your house and I knock on your door, you might have music playing or you may be in the back of the house. If I knock one time, you may not hear me. Mm-hmm. I got to keep banging on the door.
Right.
I got to keep banging on the door in order for you to hear me. Shout out to Patrick Donqua for joining us. Thank you so much. God answers prayers. Absolutely. So I started listing a few reasons why we should continue to pray through the darkness. Continue to, you know, trust in God through the madness. So reason number one. Your situation doesn't surprise God. Right?
I know that's right. It's in the Word.
Right.
Everything that we're going through, we're not the first.
Absolutely. It's connected, right?
Yes.
It's connected. And all these things, all things, not just the good, not just the bad, all things are working together for our good. Right. So, I said the situation doesn't surprise God because we have to know that this is a test for us. Right. This is an opportunity for us to, you know, show our faith. An opportunity for us to show, okay, God, okay, I'm built for this though. Yeah. I see, you know, the obstacles that's coming in my way, but I'm built for this. Not because I'm so great, but because I trust in you. That's right. Because I give it to you. Amen. You know what I mean? So just knowing and understanding that this was already written. Mm-hmm. It was already written. Yeah. It's up to us to have that faith and condition ourselves spiritually, like we talk about all the time, condition ourselves spiritually to conquer the things that the enemy has placed in front of us. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Second off, God is more than capable of managing the mishaps that's going on in our life.
Oh, yes. Y'all better get out your own mess and let God handle that, okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's more than capable of managing the mess that we find ourselves in. Which goes back to the first point. It doesn't surprise him. Right. All of these things are happening for a reason.
You know what? He knew he was going to make that mistake.
Exactly.
And he was waiting on you to, okay, you over here trying to fix your problems. Right. God already knew the solution. He was waiting on you to say, okay, God, I need you.
I need you. Yeah.
Surrender.
Yeah, waiting for that faith to be on full display. Yes. Waiting for us to cast all, like you said, cast all those cares away and give it to him. Understanding who God is, right? Yes. There's this song, it's a hip hop song by Travis Scott. And you know, it's just one line that I grabbed. And it's a simple song. It says, stop trying to be God. Stop trying to be God.
I know that's right.
So many times we take so many of these things and put it on our own back. We want to save the world.
Right.
We want to be the superhero.
We want to save people.
Yeah.
I mean, even though that may be our purpose in life.
Right.
But you can't save anybody who doesn't want to be saved.
Absolutely.
You know? So it's like you just going in circles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Beating yourself up.
Absolutely. We got a few more shout outs, Mr. Nietzsche. We got some people joining us on tonight. Shout out to Rita Firestarter. Desiree Octave in the building. Ivan Watson. Miss Joy Butler is in the building. Absolutely. The mother of SeLah's. Miss JaVon's mother, Miss Joy Butler, is in the building. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you guys for whoever is putting these hearts on the screen.
Yeah.
We love you, and I'm glad you guys love us back. My third reason.
Mm-hmm.
If you spell out message, the first 4 letters of the word message spell out mess.
I know that's right.
You can't get a message without some kind of mess around you.
Look, going through some mess.
You gotta go through something
Yes.
in order to take it and learn from it,
That's
right?
right. That's
So
right.
so that's a reason, another reason, like I said, another reason for us to continue to give these things to God.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously we're in these, these various messes for a reason. But we have to take that and create a message from it and take that message going forward, not only for ourselves, but for the people around us, and give that message to everyone around us.
That's correct.
Number 4, God is more than capable of cleaning up any mistake that we may make.
Oh, I know that's right.
Any mistake that we may make.
And miraculously,
Yeah.
supernaturally, he
Supernaturally.
can delete things, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
Supernatural. Because my last point is understanding the God that we serve.
Yes.
Understanding that the God that we serve, his ways are not our ways.
Mm-hmm.
We serve a supernatural God.
That's right.
We serve a God that's capable of things our mind cannot even imagine.
That's right.
Things that we're not even capable of creating scenarios in our mind. But God makes it all possible. So, and of course we'll go through these again as we have more people coming on. Sheila, God is good, Phillips. I love your username. God is good, absolutely. Desiree Morrison, thank you so much for joining us. Randy Nelson in the building. Thank y'all so much for joining us. On tonight, we're talking about God answering prayers. God answering prayers. We just talked about 5 reasons we should continue to pray through the darkness and through the mess that we may be in and through the chaos that we may be in. And now we're going to kind of move along to talking about, understanding that things may not happen right then and there.
That's right.
Although our God is, so powerful, he knows what's best for us at all times. So, real quickly, we talked about having 11 days left in this year, and of course we talked about how sometimes God won't answer right away, or it may not be what we want right away. I want to just quickly encourage you guys, a delay is not a denial.
That's right.
You know what I mean? A delay is not a denial. And just because something hasn't happened for you quite yet, it doesn't mean it'll never happen. It could also mean that God has something better for us.
That's right.
There's been many times in my life where I wanted something so bad, so desperately. And sometimes God will give it to me so I can see that, that's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not something that I need in this
Because
in
it
this
was a
exact moment.
desire and you asked him, and like a father would do.
Right.
He'll grant that to you,
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that if it's going to be so detrimental to your purpose, to your destiny, he'll maybe put some delays there, But
we have to
definitely
learn.
agree.
Yeah,
we have to learn.
We have to learn. So I know there's some people out there right now, some people who may be watching this right now, you may have been praying for something all year. You may have been praying for something all year since the new year began. maybe longer. And, you know, in your mind, in your heart of hearts, you just knew this was the year that you were going to get what you were praying for. Mm-hmm. And maybe you haven't gotten it yet. Yeah. I just want to encourage you to don't give up. You know, don't stop believing. But in the same token, I want you to really sit down, and I want you, don't just pray. When you pray, don't just pray for that particular thing to come true, or pray for that particular situation to come through. Really sit down and have a conversation with God, and ask for, you know, your heart to be open for what He has for you. Because maybe what you're praying for is not something that's in His will for your life. Maybe what you're praying for is something that is not something that you need to have in this season. So I really want you to sit down, and instead of saying, you know, God, this is what I want, or God, this is what I desire, you know, you need to open up your heart so that the will of God can come into your heart. That's right. You know what I mean? And His will may be your will.
And I like how you say the will, because as you get older in life and you've asked God for things and He granted those things to you, and you realize that, oh, that's not what I want, and you become to change your vocabulary.
Yeah.
You change your statements, and you be more specific in what you want.
Yeah.
And I start saying, God, if it's your will.
If it's your will, yeah.
Because I don't want it if it's not right. I don't want it if God's hands are not in it. Yeah. You know? I mean, you may want this car. You may want this house today, tomorrow. Yeah. But you don't know that maybe 6 months down the road, there could be something happen with your job, or there could be some catastrophe about to happen, you know? So I just always say, I mean, I think God is, if it's your will for me to have it at this moment, but I know that you hear my prayer, and I know that at the right moment you will grant these wishes to me. Yeah. But when you want it the right way and in peace, and that the enemy can't take it from you, you will need to change your words and say, Lord, if it's in your will, that I have this, you know? Yeah. So. Absolutely.
You know, I was talking to someone the other day, and we was talking about, you know, God's will. And you talk about His will, His perfect will.
Yes.
You know, His perfect will. And just, you know, like I say all the time, opening up our heart and getting that blockage out of our heart and getting that blockage out of our spirit so that we can clearly hear God. Right. You know what I mean? A lot of times when, you know, we're driving through trees, we don't have a clear reception. Right. We don't have a clear reception on our phone because there's blockage there. We can't truly connect. So we have to remove that blockage from our heart, that blockage from our spirit, and block out all of the things around us so that we can truly hear God and understand what He wants for us to do. That's you know? And listen, it's an everyday struggle. It's an everyday struggle. We have to make the decision every single day. Okay? Today, I'm going to make sure that I block out all of the negativity, that I block out the enemy, that I block out the people who may be bad for me in this season so that I can clearly hear what God has for me and I can move on it. Right. You know what I mean? You can't go nowhere with your parking brakes on. You know what I mean? You have to put it in drive. You got to take those parking brakes off. You got to put it in drive, and you got to start moving. Yeah. So it's one of those things. Shout out to AJ Duplessis, Courtney Moody, Lorenza Smith in the building. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on SeLah's Spot On tonight. I hope that God is blessing you real good. Listen, I hope that you continue to press, continue to pray to God, and ask that His will be done in your life so that you can see all of the things that God has for you on the other side, man. There's so many things that God has for us that we don't even know about. We're talking about Jeremiah 33:3 on tonight, man. Call unto thee. You know what I mean? Call unto God so that He can hear your prayers clearly and they can be answered in His will. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mama. What you got?
I kind of like, well, I just want to reiterate that verse because I like to read from the NIV at times.
Okay, go ahead.
So the NIV says, call to me and I will answer you. You and tell you great and unsearchable things.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, unsearchable things
yeah.
you do not know.
Mm-hmm. That's real though.
When you were talking about the driving in the forest,
Mm-hmm.
GPS is just out of whack.
Yeah.
Who do you call on?
Yeah.
If you have that relationship with God, God will get you to these places that not even a GPS can get you to.
Right.
The unsearchable things.
Yeah.
Things that man in just plain knowledge would not grasp. But because you have that relationship with God,
Yeah.
he will give you the plans of his that he wants you to have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that
He will use you. You say, Lord, just let me be your living vessel.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he will take you in places where man will be like, well, how you get there?
Right.
How did this happen?
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
He will propel you. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to preach.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But he will propel
Yeah.
you. You thought you were, you over here with Joe, you on the same level with Joe, and then all of a sudden, because you got a better revelation,
Next level.
and you got a relationship with God,
Boom.
next level.
Next level.
And they're wondering like, how that happened?
Yeah.
But they don't understand the pain and the suffering and the kneeling and the the sacrifices that you make for God,
Absolutely.
for Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
I'm sorry.
no, you good. And you know that unsearchable. I like
Yes.
that word. I like that word
Yes.
unsearchable because it goes back to what we're talking about. You know, God is capable of doing things that we can't even fathom.
That's right.
You know, things that we can't even, scenarios that the human mind couldn't even comprehend. You know?
That's what I say.
So we have to understand that though. We have to understand that, you know, our God is so mighty. You know, there's things that we ask for and God is like,